than they have in the Swiss and in the conference stage. But man, Makers is just a wall, man. And that's what I'm really afraid of for SSG ACAD is if they're going to be able to get over this hurdle as they were unsuccessful last time.
Packer did kind of throw the hammer down.
Talking to each other, but they're both in the first engagement.
SSG Academy, so far I think they've won the round based on utility. They need to fire back. Packer is down. Kobe Lex will follow. And actually, Giddy is able to find Focal. So despite Kobe getting really, really low and Packer being injured, Makers still have technically a flawless man count compared to SSG's 3.
Kobe is going to have to be forced off of that smoke, though. That gas grenade is you can't walk through that if you're Kobe Lax. And now, with 17 seconds left, you're going to have to find a different avenue. Giddy making his way up wave stairs. He might be the only contingency plan, but as he goes down, he is traded. Now 4 versus 2. They're going to go for the res onto Giddy. Spots one there. There's Godville holding down the hallway. It's a 3K for Godville. He might just win this round all by himself.
Are you kidding me?
5 from Godville. What the heck just happened? He just fires down wave hall. Just a little bit, but that is not a considerable amount of map control, especially when you can hold it from pretty much anywhere on the bomb site with all these holes littered around the wall. Jabates has found a gap here. Jetcon's nearby as well, and that's a second here for SSG. They clear out Woos, and that's pretty much all your vert pressure gone. Packer dying inside a cargo as well. Now puts us at a 2 versus 4. Finally, Makers claim a kill on this round, but it is too little too late now. 30 seconds left. What can Makers even do at this point?
I don't even think you can do much. You just kind of hope that SSG run into your bullets, and they are a much smarter team than that. Just take these 20 seconds. Think of what to do, because these first 2 rounds have been not good. I mean, you can't really mince words right there, because first you struggle to get the wall up, the key component in that first round, and then the roam clear doesn't get anything done. Everybody funnels into garage and storage. It's just a mass grave.
Site. And nobody knows that this is happening except for the player down below. I believe that is the Solus that spots him. Packer's dead, and Bino he gets the plant down. They don't know at the end of the day. The Solus is way too late on that call there, but Packer is down. So Makers do have a disadvantage to deal with here, but Woos will now make it just a little bit easier. A triple kill from him, and the entire round falls apart for SSG Academy as they lose bomb site control. They will lose their last remaining defense, and Makers will pick up a round on the attacking split. They'll go into the second quarter. 1-2 into the defense, like you said. And I mean, in general, Nighthaven can be a pretty difficult map to attack, so that change of pace could just be all that they need. Oh, doesn't seem like much has changed with the weather. Packer's dead. 1-4, going for that bandit trick there. C4 though, launched from Giddy.
Corner waiting for Jabates. Take the bait, and if Jabates just gets a little bit too hungry, then you will see Makers start to get a little bit of a man count, but Jabates hits that headshot, and now SSG, they've got a good man count to hang on to.
Gap spotted by Kobe Lax. He's been a powerful player for a very long time for Makers, but can he hold down the fort here? 2 versus 3. Plant's gonna start to go down. They're going on retake mode there, but Woo's a big kill onto Jetcon, flanking in behind Wave. Could have seen signal the end of the round here for Makers, but SSG Academy, they're looking to do that now as Jabates has his 3rd of the round. He's spotted by Kobe Lax. Can never doubt Kobe, no matter the HP, no matter the situation, and it's a 3rd for Kobe Lax. Every single player in this lobby just seemingly wants to post up their own triple kill or double kill. I don't know what it is.
Terrifying place to be. Makers, roamers need to be dealt with very, very quickly, unless it is going to be difficult plan to do now.
Relax has been spotted, but that does not make him an easy kill. Idiot, oh, the cap kid. As Jetcon tries to walk through storage, he loses his knees, and SSG Academy are starting to lose their legs in this round. That roam is pretty effective at this point, as Giddy gets a 2nd, using his gun this time. And SSG ACAD are just going to crumble around the roam. It seems like that's the end of the round. Everyone just wants their own highlight reel, it seems. A triple kill for Giddy. I've said triple kill more times than I've said anything else this cast. Well, he's going to make it a 4th anyway. Tack on yet another. And SSG ACAD, they're going to call the Focal unplug the route.
Compared to Labs or Border. As you see, double flashbang on SSG Academy. They have the Ying of Bay, who's prepping the Candelas to blind Woos, holding the shotgun around the corner. And Jabates with the blitz as well. Is this just a flush out Aqua? Bay goes down. The revive should be there, but SSG Academy, they get the start that they wanted, but they just don't have enough bodies to hold the angles.
2 versus 2 now. All of a sudden, everyone is dead here. For just a moment, half the round still gone by. SSG trying to find a way into the bomb site. JetCon might have a way here, but it's Bino actually to take down Vil. Assisting Woos there, and Case is now dropped, but JetCon a great read onto Bino's location. Shoots him almost perfectly through the window, finishes him off. Now 1 versus 1. Makers, for this, it would be to get them in the lead even further. For SSG ACAD, it would be for equalization. Woos has been spotted, but Peeker's advantage pays off in the end. Woos gets that swing down. JetCon can't react in time, and SSG Academy.
Makers, thanks to that wall being reinforced and electrified, but with nobody else on this second floor, as I talked about whether...
A bit, but those mirror windows also getting taken down might allow for Makers to walk into lobby here and potentially contest the bomb site through there, but they're the ones getting found here as SSG Academy are starting to turn things around on defense. Now 2 versus 5, a 1 versus 5. Giddy claims his 1. But as he is hit by the Fenrir, they know that he's inside the building, and it's just Jabates on that swing to confirm yet another defense for SSG ACAD.
You highlighted how the vertical situation, all the attackers pushing through an area together. It seems like they will be all hopping in from separate areas. Some hatches, you see Bino in that main wall. The default plan does seem like that main goal as Makers are prepping for the drop.
Packer drops right into the shotgun, but Focal loses that to reload, though. Unlucky timing for Packer. Jabates gets that swing and gets that trade. Makers have been a foot down in this round for the entire time, and this is going to be no different towards their execute. Bino starts to get the plant down, but Giddy is stuck inside of Animus. Cannot even help his team. And with Jabates finding 3 on the round, he'll secure the round for SSG Academy. Yet another round that Makers lose to time. Have pretty secure control of Garage. Woos may have missed out on a kill there, but you won't know that just yet. Packer's dead too. Jabates has been having himself a series, and Packer quite the opposite. One of the highest rated players on Makers on that supporting role. Packer, one of the best supports in NAT too. He's just not having it today.
Unfortunately, Kobe did not recognize the pixels of Kaid's hat were different than the background, as potentially have a flawless round, and we do. They get the lead. I mean, my prediction wasn't exactly correct. Is gonna have to do the trick. You see Kobe start to make a retreat as the bees start to tick away.
We also have the Incandelas to force anyone out of position here, but the Grimbees should do enough, but they're not really acting on it right now. SSG ACAD haven't taken control of Garage Rafters just yet. They've actually lost a body in the process. Focal's dead. 1 and 7 for Focal. Not the greatest of series, and SSG Academy are getting cut down once again on this attack as they finally get Rafters control. Bino's immediately there to take it away from them. Now it's up to Jabates in a 1-on-4. He's gotten many triple kills in this game, but I'm not sure if he's going to be able to do much on this defense. Everyone from Makers just holding firm, and Packer playing what is basically his window in this entire Nighthaven series.
So clearly, Woos wants to maintain control of this position, and the Black Mirror will do a lot, but Smoke is going to stop it. C4 is going to go out, not going to connect, and now Bay has such a great area to work with.
Woos is cleared off the mirror as well, and this is such a deep position for Jabates to hold right now. He has so much pressure on the bomb site. If they try to rotate in and fight that through the mirror, they won't be able to, but Jabates goes down as I say that, so the blitz is taken off the board. That's a lot of pressure gone. You still have Bay on that glass. No more smoke, actually 2 smoke grenades to work with from Focal as well. So there's a lot of possibilities on this round here, but not a lot of other util. It's a triple kill for Vil, though. He's been lighting it up, and this is a great round from him. Bay shuts down Kobe Lax. The round is all but over. SSG Academy, you'd think it impossible, but they got their first attacking round, and it's at the very tailgate end of this game, as it is match point is upstairs. That doesn't mean that the pressure is all gone, but that's a free kill slipping by, and the element of surprise taken away from Giddy.
SSG Academy aren't going to waver as well. Giddy will get a kill onto Focal. So now I think it does get worse. SSG Academy focus on the basement. They drop. They open the wall. If they can take out the player in the default plant spot with the toes, they will get that. 30 seconds left. There's a small window, but there is an avenue for SSG Academy to get this bomb down.
Yep, Bill's in that plant spot, but he has to worry about the bird. And he's going to peek that, and he wins this time around. A second kill from him, and now he has a direct bird's eye view onto the case. And a bird's eye view onto this double kill from Bino, who shuts SSG Academy down, closes the door.
Selves, there's something good for SSG Academy. They just cannot fumble it.
Finally starting to get themselves inside a garage. That C4, I believe, tucked right on the lip of the doorway, meaning it won't kill Jetcon. But that swing from Bino will kill Focal. It goes unpunished! As a matter of fact, Bino says, I'll do it myself. He's got a second, now has a third. Bino is turning up on this round, and now Vil is left all to his own devices. Bino almost gets another. Vil, he's done crazier things. He catches Bino on the reload. Woo's gonna tuck with his shotgun. Vil has Peeker's advantage here, but he spots the swing, nearly gets the kill, and he does! It's a triple Vil! It's all down to Packer. 1 versus 1. Godville. SSG have struggled many a times on attack, but with Godville on the server, they might not have to worry about it. And it's a trade! MKers win it instead! Packer hits the head, and Vil! It's heartbreak for him as he gets a 4th.
Little bit short, take a lot of HP, but we'll do the job of keeping MKers at bay for just a little bit longer. Smoke also drain away. SSG Academy, they stay in the man count lead for now.
Jetcon, though, with the second kill, is just helping that cause. Jabates again on this flank. He's done this so many times. Surely you have an idea this time. No, Bino looking up at the Echo drone. It's a perfect distraction to allow Jabates to sweep on in here, but Giddy, don't deny him of this round. He's got a dangerous weapon in his hand, but he's got a lot of disadvantages here. Time is not on his side. HP, 15 left to work with. And Woos has to find a way downstairs as well. But with Giddy going down to Bay, it just seems like Max OT was destined for this game. Woos is now in a 1 versus 3. Heading towards that diffuser. He'll at least be able to pick that up. Spots one, but it's Bay patiently waiting inside a pillar with 20 seconds left. Woos has given his position away. Spots Jabates nearly take him down. Diffuser actually not in the way. I thought he would be able to pick it up there, but instead, Vil on his 17th kill, I believe, or 18th. I'm not sure. It might be 17th. In cargo. He has his Inox as well. There's the entry! There's 2! He only needs 1 more, and he'll be on 20. SSG Academy off to a great start, but he won't get 20 this game. Packer denies it. Getting his trade, but there's still 2 dead for SSGA.
Drones. None of them on the first floor. All of them sat in Exosuit and Nano. Woos gets the kill onto Jabates, and what looks like a potentially winnable round might crumble under SSG's feet as nobody is rooted out. Packer. Bay falls. It's looking worse and worse by the second.
Focal, you gotta go huge here. He's only found 1 kill this series, but Focal's a clutch god. This is his moment. 20 seconds left. Packer's still upstairs, 2 down below. So much pressure to deal with here. The Ram drone, I don't know why. Focal trying to look for Kobe lags, but it's not enough. And Jetcon is left all to his own devices. A beautiful shot onto Kobe. But what is there left to do? MKers, the experiment of Nighthaven, works out for them. SSG Academy. They crumble under the pressure. They've been to so many overtimes in Element 3, but unfortunately, it just wasn't enough to prepare them for this one. MKers. I mean, it's not easy. And I think that they've been struggling. I think that's a word for it. And I definitely don't want to, like, it is the main point. That's the problem. I'm repeating myself a lot whenever I say and talk about how both of these
Stuck in a rut. Like, it seemed like what might happen with Jabates and Bay. As the wall does get open. And now Bino has to worry about a lot We're equal at 3-3, and SSG Academy, they've got something to work off of. That is if they can clear Bino.
3 versus 3. Swing there from Bino. Clear himself out. The SSG Academy comeback on this round is looking pretty good. And we might have double the attack rounds that SSG won, and we do. They win their second attack round of the series, and SSG Academy, now that they know that there's nothing to aggress them here, Debates may be able to go for this plant. Gets rid of the C4 as well. He's holding this really well. Now going to start to go for the plant, but Makers have actually lost body, or SSG have dropped bodies. It's 3 dead for SSG Academy. On the other side of the map, Hacker team kills. But he finds Debates in the end, and that was the prize. Diffuser is now in the middle of karaoke. Jet is on the rappel, and I don't think there's a chance in this round. At least not from that position. He'll go for a rotation instead.
I like the idea. Like, it started off really, really well. The fact that Debates is able to get into a pretty secure spot and not die
kind of hurt. And obviously just everyone else dying besides Debates. Oh, what a run out from Woos! It seems like Black Stairs is going to be the push for SSG ACAD. You can see Focal's positioned outside the stage window. That might be his entryway in. Debates trying to make space now, but it's just swung by Woos, sitting inside a sushi bar. An easy kill for him. 3 on the round. It's a 3 versus 2. Man count still maintained in the favor of Makers throughout this entire round. Nearly lost there as Woos goes for that swing, but he'll lock out his 4K and Makers will lock out the round. It's actually Kobilax. Entry confirmed for Makers. This was a big point here, and Woos, wow.
Pocket to work off of. It is very difficult for SSG Academy to walk away with this. That's just gonna make it worse.
Well,
they got
didn't
no
even
idea.
give me no time to even say anything. SSG ACAD.
See how long they actually take to set things up, whether or not they want to commit that early on. Kobe, I think, threads the needle between Bino and finds Bay, and that is a crucial kill very early on.
Oh, Woos was going to go in through the triple wall, but he turns his intention instead. Vocal's in there somehow. It's Kobilax with a double. Makers still maintain man advantage, and now they're trying to get the diffuser down here, but it's a bunch of trades. Giddy with 2 on the sends, and all of a sudden, JetCon is left to his own devices in a 3v1, turned into a 2v1, almost looking for the 1v1, but still 2 remaining here. Gap here for JetCon to work with. I'd say he has a pretty decent position, a better shot than most. He just vaults over and uses the sound cue to his advantage, but play does not work out. And Makers are running away with this one on both sides. But now the expectations for SSG ACAD is to just win a damn defense, but they can't. Off the start of Packer, getting inside of that rappel, he's finally traded out. Giddy on the outside, though, shuts down Debates outside Black. Vil is down to 4 HP, and Makers, they're going to go off of this momentum. But Focal and Bay, there it is! Each player on SSG ACAD alive getting a kill, and all of a sudden, Makers get shut down on this push. It seems like they heard me here, V. 3 versus 1, and Bino gets shut down. SSG ACAD, they win a defense.
They just needed to fire back.
Right now. And SSG ACAD seemingly just get away with a freebie, although swing. Oh my god! I said I like Woos.
To see where you need to go on that execute. Smoking off the minibar. Vocal's in such a good position.
Good swing, though, from Bino. Catches Focal off guard. It's a 3 versus 3. The C4, though, lines up Bino for a double. 2 versus 2, though. SSG Academy, they don't have sight control. They don't have diffuser control. That has to be picked up by somebody here. JetCon doesn't get it. Bino instead gets his 3rd, and JetCon in that same position that he was on defense in the 1 versus 2, but it's Bino for a quad. And Makers.
What's next? You hope that Debates with the DMR gets things up.
C4 there missed, and Debates has made his way up here. He spots the gap, but he gets spotted himself. Kobilax on that trade, but is that enough of a distraction? They've dwindled down Makers rather, have dwindled down the clock, and there's so much control Makers are still holding on to on this map. The only real gap is that there's no one inside of Karaoke, but there's still players inside of T holding from the outside. It's a second for Woos. Bill down below spots 1, but he'll get spotted himself. MKers just drone the round on, making it take forever.
First round, and then, or actually no, it wasn't the first round. It was the 7th round they got it, and then ended up losing it. So clearly, SSG Academy, they've been struggling to get off the board. Hacker is just gonna continue that streak. Vil gets dropped. We're not even a minute in, and yet it looks like SSG Academy can't even put their plane on the runway.
Lots of copium here from SSG. JetCon. Oh, we're shooting
Yeah.
bodies, JetCon.
That's rage. That's not like, haha, I'm better. He is
He's just
angry.
pissed. He's just angry. What?
What?
No! What? Jabates just... What?
Oh no.
Jabates on the... that had to have been a disconnect, right? I'm not... that's a disconnect. I'm calling that a disconnect there. Bay has to turn up. 3 versus 2. A disconnect on the potential final round of Element.
I don't know where these players are, but peeking them is just a different story. JetCon is 8 HP. He's not going to have a good time up against the massive rate of fire of the Vector and Bay. He's got the potential to continue this round, but Giddy strikes, and MKers will go to the grand finals. SSG Academy will stay exactly where they were in the previous 3 elements, with their peak being the semifinals.
Oh, that is painful. That is absolutely painful. That is probably the worst way that you could go out of a tournament, with a disconnect.